Hello, it's Kara Lowe, and today we'll practice slow flow. I say 30-35 minutes, and like and subscribe. More of these classes will be coming to you. I still have my jacket on. I don't have my hair back yet. So perfection, let's back away from that and know that this class is about movement and your mental health. So comfortable clothes. I happen to have a lot of yoga pants because my job is teaching yoga. But if you have comfortable pants, comfortable shirt, fine. If you like to get dressed up in your yoga attire, do that. I will take off the jacket now because we're set in place. You can do the same thing. And then coming into a comfortable seat. Sit on a chair, sit on a blanket. The theme comes today from a parable, a parable of building your house on solid foundation. Build your house upon rock and not upon sand. The more I sit with this, that I think that the sand is up here, unstable, unsteady, and the body is foundation. Notice how many times I say your feet, your hips, your hands, your shoulders, you drop down out of. I do use my mind, and I need to use my mind, but I don't live up there. So comfortable seat, shins crossed. I like heel in front of heel for my body. Hands to your heart center. Tip your chin down, settle into your practice. If it's your first time, maybe you're just getting the feel of what that even means. Settle your shoulders down and set your intention. Why are you here practicing with me today? And releasing your hands to your thighs. I have a cat, Miss Kitty. She probably will present herself throughout the practice, so enjoy her as well. Tall spine like an antenna. It's built that way architecturally. Allow your right ear to tip to the right shoulder. Sometimes my hand comes up into a support system that gives me a little more. And the head floats back up, and left ear, left shoulder. I added the support of the hand, so I'll always mirror what I did on the other side. Head back up. Tuck, draw your chin in towards your heart center. Lift your face up to the sky. I like teeth together. Really nice stretch through the vocal cords, the cords to the heart, heart to the hips. And head back to center. Good. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Extending arms out to the side, horizontal positioning, spine still vertical up and down. Flex, push the heel of the palm out, and then you can even tip the fingers down just a couple times like that. And then make a tight fist, feel the muscles up through your arm, and then relax your hands, and make another tight fist, and relax your hands. Good. Bring your arms out front, right over left. You can drop your hands onto your body. Some of you like the wrapping of the arms up and together. Draw your elbows in towards your chest. I'm turning sideways so you can see what my spine does. But rounding the spine, breathing more into the back body than the front. 2 more breaths. This is how we wake up, ready our body for standing postures. Sit back up. Maybe you want to climb up a little bit with elbows high, face high, and back to center. Good. Come onto hands and knees. Tabletop position, so crawling position as I teach my beginners. Everybody's crawled once in their life. Land in your hands. land in your knees. Start to let the spine soften, sag, relax down, and I lift my face. My hamstring seat bones come up. Opposite action, push down, round back. And then start to move up and down the speed that you like. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time. Wag of the tail gets you into the side seam. You can see when I look to the right, I get a big opening from hip to armpit to elbow to side temple, and then I'll go other side. Good. Sit seat back, spine back, called child pose. Modifiers, stay up a little higher with hips. Comfortable, sit all the way back. Forehead down. Here I like to feel the weight of the bones down, how my system meets the earth. Back into tabletop. The distance between hands and knees are important here because when I shift my toes under and I lift up, I'll be in down dog. So if I have my hands really strongly forward and I lift up, it's going to be too long. So neutral, tabletop, toes curl under, and come back into down dog stretch. Bent knee, wider feet, fine. One more breath. And then if you need to watch, you drop your seat back, kind of like a crouching tiger, and then use your energy to come forward. Body folds. If you're practicing on your own, you can stay in these positions for as long as you like. Of course, here I'm leading us as a group. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then push down into your feet. That's that foundation I'm talking about. Strong-bodied, using the energy of your legs. Come on up. Good. And hands to your heart. Samastitihi. Good. Off we go into a flow called Sun Salute A, and we'll do a few B's. Inhale, arms up. Touch the sky, reach for the stars. You can think or say whatever you'd like there. Exhale, fold into yourself. Half lift. We've got some plants here, some life. Good. Step back, plank pose. Same as your down dog. You want to have shoulders over hands. Knees down, body down. Cobra. Push down, stretch up. Pelvis, pubis bones stay on the ground. Wings tuck in. Back to earth. Press back, down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend your knees. Walk forward. Long spine. Fold into self. Back up to the sky. Strong foundation. Hands to heart. We keep moving. Inhale, arms up. Fold in. Half lift. Step back. Holding yourself up. Knees down. Body down. Cobra. Stretch. Light smile in the body. This whole practice is for the within. Back down. Press back. Down dog. Here I shorten my stance just to get into the Achilles, calf. I'll push down into the ball of my foot. Send my heart back towards thigh. Heels back down. 2 more times. Lift it up. Pause. Release down. Pause. 1 more time. Up. And down. Good. Same. Sit back, crouching tiger. Walk forward. Fold. Back up to the sky. Hands to heart. 1 more time. Inhale, arms up. Fold in. Half lift. Step back. Knees. Thighs, belly, chest, chin. Cobra or upward face. A little more power. You can push down, get the thighs off the ground, shoulders back, eyes up. Draw back, down dog. Here I take one leg up and back. A bit of prep for the next sequence. Next sequence, we step into Warrior One from here. Foot down. Left leg up back. Foot down. Step feet together. Bend your knees, walk or hop. Fold. Back up to the sky, hands over the head. My plant keeps saying hi. Hands to the heart. That's what I'm talking about. Work with your life, right? Now, we sit our seat back. Notice I didn't lean forward. I have my spine architecture vertical, earth, sky. Arms go up, called fierce prayer, chair pose, lightning rod pose. Building heat in the lower body. Press to stand up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Step back into plank pose. Body lowers down. Cobra or upward face. Feel. Down dog. Right leg up and back. Knee to chest. Step through. I do a preset here. And then push down to reach up. Back to ground. Cobra or upward face. Down dog. Left leg up. Step through. Come on up. Back to ground. Cobra or upward face. Down dog. 5 breaths. If that took your breath away, not a bad idea to bring yourself back down to child pose. Notice if you're up in your head, up in the thinker, to drop back down to the heart, the belly, the hands, the feet. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Back into down dog if you chose child. Bend the knees, walk, hop, fold. We finish out the same way. Sit back, peel yourself away from your thighs. Spine is more upright. Press to stand up. Hands to heart. I'll talk less the second round. Inhale, sit back. Exhale, fold in. Half lift. Step back, lower. Cobra or upward face. Down dog. Right leg. Momentum. Push down to reach up. Back to ground. Cobra or up face. Down dog. Left leg up. Step through. Foundation, touch the sky. Back to ground. You can hear my breath picks up. Cardio. Down dog. In all my classes, option child pose. I don't look at child pose as a weakness. If you're choosing it, there's a reason for it. 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Child posers back to down dog. Bend knees. Walk in. Hop in. Body folds. seat. Tailbone sits down, almost in a squat, right? Pull yourself up and away. Press to stand up. Hands to your heart. Samastitihi, relaxed power. Good. Hands drop to your hips. Solid foundation. Turn yourself out towards the right side. Feel your feet on the ground. Extend your arms out to the side. This is a feeling pose. From heart center out, from heart center down, from heart center up to the sky. Bring hands back to the hips. Lift your shoulders up to your ears. Roll your shoulders back. Heart kicks up. Throat opens, eyes stretch up towards the brow or the sky. Good, fold forward, halfway. Fingertips down to a book's stacked or fingers meet the ground. Then fold yourself into yourself. Modification, knees can bend. Lots of times our bodies are upside down in the practice, working on our blood flow. Just the idea of blood pressure, more organically understood. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Slow 2, come back up, half lift, hands on hips. Slowly stand back up, staying out of the head, that sanding energy, shifty energy, and staying in the body. Good. Open your right foot to the back of your mat. I stay more angled towards the camera, understood. So I'll open my right foot. Good. I'll walk my back foot back. You can see my body sits down in the pose. As soon as I take my arms out, my gaze follows right hand. There's a system of moving meditation, so I take my gaze towards right hand. My spine again is up and down, upright, vertical. The power in my arms, the feeling in my arms. Turn your right palm up. Let your left hand land on the back thigh. Push through right knee forward, stretch right hand back. I feel. 2 more breaths. If you have any aching in the neck or stress in the neck, you can always shift and turn your face to the earth or up to the sky. Land back in warrior 2. Forearm to the thigh, building your foundation, foot to knee, forearm to shoulder. Then extend your left arm up and away from the left foot. One teacher said ribs absorb in. I liked the way she said that. So feel the ribs coming in towards the body instead of the big back bend that can happen. Hand back to the sky first, a little easier. Back into warrior 2. Expression. Straighten the front leg. Glide, slide, I'll say towards my plant, but you might have a window or a wall there. Land in shin. Turn heart out, hand up. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. You can see it in the legs. You make a second triangle in your arm, hand, armpit, hip crease. 1 more breath. Come on back up. Extend your arms. Arms can stay afloat. Watch your feet and slowly rotate. Now left foot forward. Good. Bend into left knee. Notice that my body sat down in the pose. Right shoulder still comfortably back. Turn your left palm up, reach up and back. I keep seated and sending left knee forward as the left arm reaches back. Again, I gave you that permission to just swivel the head, Land back in warrior two. Horizontal. Bring your forearm to your thigh. You can tuck the elbow in and push away from the back foot. This is all about length, right side. Skin, muscles, organs. If I pull a little stronger, I feel it. Liver's on the right side. One more breath. A little easier to take the hand back up first. Land back in warrior two. Watch where my eyes go. They stay with the left hand. Straighten the front leg. Take a breath. And then we, just like you're sliding across the counter, reaching for a glass, a cup, land in your shin. Rotation out of the triangle of the legs. Gaze can go up. It can turn down. Balance is a big requirement here. Full foot. Push down to stand back up. Feel that? Good. And then you'll bend in left knee and you'll windmill yourself back down to the ground. We lower the knees back down. We've already done this before. Cobra or upward face. One stretch down dog. I like it here just to preset the length from my hands to my hips and from my hips to my heels. The more I push into my hands, the more that my heart goes back. You say, well, that's great, Carrie, you're flexible. Here, bend your knees as much as you need to get the heart back. My life is made up of yoga, so yes, I am flexible. Bend your knees. Mine are already bent. Walk in, hop forward. Body folds. Strong foundation, stand back up, lift back up, stretch back up. And hands back to your heart center. Samastitihi. A relaxed, powerful self. Just because I relax doesn't mean that I am weak. Hands on hips. I've got plant life right here, which is nice. That's my tree. I have the blinds closed because it's quite sunny outside. Rotation of the right knee out to the side. I don't turn my belly with the knee. Step the foot in. Give you a little check here with back body. Step foot in, maybe into the shin. Some of you comfortable here, some of you comfortable here. Find what serves. I'll stay here. Hands meet at your heart center, just like the foot meets the calf. This is a balancing pose. Limbs, because you're a tree, reach up and out of the root system. Building your house on solid foundation. As the story goes, when it rains and the floods come, you have stability. You don't wash away every time there's a situation that feels tough or rough. Hands come back down. Hands land. Knee comes around. This is strong here, solar plexus, heel can push forward. I like higher, but you can absolutely be down towards ground. Feel your lifters, and then bend the knee and the foot down. Smile in between, there's always nice. Knee out to the side. Foot steps in. Foot steps up. Hands gather, just like your foot gathers into your midline spine. Root system. Hands, branches, reach up, you're a tree. Pine tree is straight up. Mighty oak would be arms out a little wider. 2 more breaths. Like a skyscraper. Deeply grounded. Hands back to and through your heart space. Pause. Hands land. Pelvis. Knee comes back around to the center. I'm pushing out from the belly button I'm not leaning back. I'm actually kind of leaning in towards foot. One more breath. And release your foot down to the ground. If you need to go, you can sit back down in meditation, 10 breath, 20 breath, and off you go. We'll do a little more on the ground. Good. I like to break up our standing and our seated by sitting quietly, feeling the body heated, a little more flexible, hopefully more in the body than up in the mind. I can call out, I breathe in, I breathe out. I can say I breathe in, expand lungs, maybe lower ribs. And I breathe out. Notice if you're trying to get it right and let go of that. It's more about feeling. Sometimes trying to get it right gets in the way. 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. You can do that in your getting ready for sleep as well. Lay in your bed and just kick into feeling your body breathing. Good. I'll use the hands to support my legs going out forward. Modifiers, wider footed, bent kneed. Stable, you can push down into your arms, hands. Both arms kick up, just feel like you're pushing a basketball width up over your head. My feet are flexed, and then I lean forward about 10, 12 inches in, do a quick check. Am I already not breathing? Stay there and gather yourself into the mat or into your calves. If I'm still breathing, I'm fine. Feel pretty good and in control. Absolutely come down into your ankle foot. By 5th breath, I like everybody to shift in, tip in. Good. Sit back up, reach back up, same width, basketball energy, pushed up. Good. And hands back down to thigh. Step your right foot in. In this class, I like to go a little bigger. Basic, beginner, stay here. I'll bring the foot across. Try to get it to land. Don't have it hanging out to the side. You've got to pull the knee in toward your heart. Lean out, pull your left heel in, and sit back down. If you're making a funny face, you've gone too far too fast. Not complicated. Drop your right hand back. Kickstand style, left arm up, lengthening, and come across, tuck outside your thigh. Basic, you're here or here. 5 more breaths, turn face back, stretch eyes back to the wall behind you. Call that eye yoga. Two more breaths. 1 more breath. Come back around, stretch, reach, and hand down. Good. In between our twist, we'll bring the feet together, knees wide. It's a bound pose, binder, so the hands come around the feet. Pull your shoulders back. Sometimes nice just to see me from the side, to see that I'm sitting upright. I say 3, 4 breath here first before you lean in. If the body says, I've got this, feel like more, then leaning in. Notice I went spine straight. If you've got that flexibility, still feel comfortable, you can let the feet open and bring the forearms to your inner thigh and lean in again. I am not rounding my back today. 2 different ways to go into this. Good. And then we release and sit back up. Pull your knees in, and we'll go second side. Right leg is straight forward. Modifiers or beginners stay here. I went bigger, dropping foot, pulling right heel in, and sitting back down in between my feet. Left arm back. Notice your heart level. Right arm up. Come across. Drop elbow and give yourself a big rinse of the spine. Like a washcloth that's just full of water, and you can rinse it out. That's your nervous system, your spine system. Full face, think forehead, nose, chin, turns back. Same as we were seated in meditation. Feel your lower ribs expand with breath, even lower belly. One more breath. Good. Back around to the front. I use the kickstand and the antenna. Vertical. Heaven and earth. And then release, hand back down. Good. Let's release second time, and the feet will go out a little further in front of your belly. Here, I use my hands on my shins. I lean in. Now watch the difference. I'm going to round my back. I'm not leaning in straight. I'm rounding my back. I'm pulling the top of my head towards my feet. You might be way up here. You might be halfway in. Bringing the top of the head to the feet. Top of the head to the feet. Rest in. Slowly unwind, sit back up. So we catch about 5 breaths per pose. Pull your legs in. Bring your seat forward. Lay onto your back. Let's bring knees together, feet a little wider, and hands go to the low belly. Anytime I'm laying on the ground, I feel myself laying on the ground. Not up into the head, but into the system, the weightedness of my bones, my muscles, my skin, my organs. Eyes soft back, brain, mind can slide back. Let's finish out with a few final poses. I'll walk my feet back in. I'll bring the knees in one at a time is nice. Cross right over left. You can reach towards the shin or the feet. I like bringing myself up into the knees, the feet, nice little tuck. And bliss, Ananda, you can do a little rocking side to side. Good. And then shoulders back, head back. Take both legs, feet up to the sky. Blood flow will come down out of the legs. You work a job where you stand a lot. It's nice to put your feet up on a chair or up on the wall. Point flex. Point means toes to the sky. Heels is flexed. And then take a little space between the legs and loop around. Feet land back down on earth. Pause. Knees shift over. We'll do 3 breaths each side. Knees over towards the right. Upper body can make a light stretch to the left. And then we shift. I push down into my feet a little bit to get that whole system over to the left, and upper body, as I said, just slightly to the right. And knees come back up. So the last pose, every class that I teach is called Shavasana, and it's laying on the ground. If you're uncomfortable low back, keep your knees bent. If you don't care for laying on the ground, sit back in meditation. But here I'll push my heels forward. I'll extend my arms out. You want to be comfortable. Cooler days, you might find a shirt or a light blanket laying over your body, giving you permission to stay here as long as you'd like. Still in that process of strong foundation. Stay here again for as long as you'd like. As long as you need is a better way to say it. I'll step the feet back in. I'll stretch my system up. Roll over to the right side. Nice little tuck in. And sit yourself back up. The wise man builds his house upon the rock. The foolish man builds his house upon sand. That's a good one to sit with. Bring your hands together to the heart center in honor of this practice and feeling better in the body. The light in me, the consciousness in me, honors the light and the consciousness in you. Namaste. Thank you for watching. Thank you for practicing, and we'll see you again soon.